Drop this bass.
Entitlements. That's a word thrown around a lot in online games. Recently, well, not recently, been a while. Entitlement is it's annoying. It's so annoying seeing some little brat on the forums or some whining endlessly because they don't get it their way in a game. Not just, oh, I got killed, so I'm gonna complain about it. This person needs to be banned because they're better than me. Now that's a completely different type of player. The entitled are the people who see high level content or see something that's further along in the game's progression and then get angry because it's not given to them just for logging in or starting a character. It's so annoying. It's honestly one of the things that makes me despise certain games. Like, I love World of Warcraft, I love RuneScape, I love all kinds of games, but when there's an item in the game, like they add new content, there's always going to be those people I see on the forums raging about how they can't have the item because they have a life and they don't have time to play this game all the time. And it makes it so that I can't find actual threads. See, because when I go on the forums about recent content, I'm looking for bugs. I'm looking for things that would tell me, hey, I might want to wait a little bit before doing this so I can have the best experience possible. But it's usually masked by a flood of whining. Why? Why whine that much over a piece of digital content? It doesn't make any sense, does it? Let me put this scenario to you. You're playing a game, let's say it's the newest, greatest MMO out there, and suddenly the devs are like, hey, new piece of high-level content. Here's how you get it. You have to be max level. You have had to max out all your skills because you need them each to do a long series of quests that lead up to a hidden high-level raid. The high-level raid has 7 bosses, each of them more difficult than the last, and the final boss has a chance to drop the most powerful weapon in the game now. It is a 1% drop rate, but this weapon is guaranteed to be the best weapon in the game for at least 2 expansions. This weapon will come for any combat style. Enjoy. And that would be monumental for a game. Be like, the best weapon in the game? So this is about the point where the player community as a whole really separates out into 4 sections. You got the top people, the absolute elitists, hardcore players. These guys play for like 6 hours a night, grinding away, getting max level, getting all the best gear. They're ready to go already. At launch, they will run through the quest chain, they will down the boss, and in the next couple of weeks, maybe, they will each have that new weapon, and they'll be set. You have the people right under them, the casual high level. These are the people who pretty much they get to high level at their own pace. They play for maybe 2 hours a night. They're really relaxed people online because they play it as a game. They've progressed really far, yeah, because, even at 2 hours a night, you're still going to make progression. And then they'll get the weapon on their own time. They'll probably hang out with the same group of friends they do every week, play for a little bit, keep going, and then when they get it, they'll celebrate because they achieved something and they did it at their own pace, so it's cool for them. Then you got the mid-level people. They come from anywhere between just too low to start thinking about this, or just high enough that it's they can see it and it's just out of their reach. This is where most of the problem comes from. Under them, you got the low-level people. Low-level people really just, they don't care. Big thing comes out, oh, cool, gonna go back to doing these other quests and stuff. I'm nowhere near that end of it. I'll worry about that later. So the entitlement people come from about the mid-section there, the mid-range levels. Some of it is in the casual elitists, because not all of them react like that, but it's mostly a mix between the casual elitists and the mid-levels. Because here's what happens. Guy sees this, and he knows that he's not going to get it at launch. He's probably not going to get it for the next few months. And that's just if he puts in the work for it. So he takes to the forums, and he types out a giant wall of text complaining about how the game developers are only catering to the high-level people, even though just last week they probably posted something specifically for low to mid-level people. And it keeps going. It's mostly an incoherent wall of text. You get the random elitist versus casual spiel that usually pops out. You get how the game developers don't listen to the players, how nobody wanted you to do this, how all this. They make up statistics, they do all this other stuff, and it's stupid. What happens at the end of it is they get about 10 people agreeing with them, everyone else asking them why it even bothers them. The most common argument I hear is, well, I have a life, or I don't play this game for 7+ hours a day like the rest of you nerds, or something stupid like that. And what happens is nothing. Really. Nothing happens. The weapon will stay in there. More often than not, it will keep the same stats it has. It will keep the same drop rate it has. And their complaining served absolutely no purpose other than to show people how immature they can act online. That's it. Nothing really all that special. And they do it for every update. Every update that involves something that they can't have. And here's where it reverses a little bit. If anyone else complains, but they have the item, they will act all hardcore, and they will just rant about how casual people are entitled. And that's stupid. It really is. I will admit, I've been entitled on a game before. I have seen a new bit of content that has been just out of my reach, and I've been a little bit annoyed that they couldn't just make it a little bit lower level. But I didn't rant on the forums about it. In fact, the only time I've ever ranted on a forum about an update done to a game was back when, if you guys played RuneScape, back when they switched the Dragon Dagger from being held in reverse to being held like a normal knife, because I wore it around because I thought it looked cool like that. And when they changed it, I was just kind of like, I thought it was a glitch, so at first I reported it as a glitch. When I found out it wasn't, I got a little bit ticked off, but I was younger then. But yeah, the entitlement in games is just getting out of hand. I don't know where it's come from, because I can't think of a single game that just gives you all the high-level endgame stuff without having to do anything for it. We need some reasoning here. It's a game. You're going to have to progress. You're going to have to get there. Whether it's at your own pace or not, it's an MMO. It's going to save literally every second you play. You can stop halfway through a quest and pick it back up the next night. You don't have to play for 6 hours a day. You don't have to do any of that. You just have to play the game. You just gotta put in the effort. You'll get out of it what you put into it. That's how anything works. But anyway, I think I'm going to end this video here, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and leave a message in the comments. What has been your most infuriating encounter with entitlement in a game, MMO, or anything else? I really want to hear it. So, yeah. Bye.